Before I met Symone, no, I did not do any type of research. I just went there with a blind eye.
I'm super excited. The challenge is for Audri and Kiara to come up with 3 15-second commercials for this jewelry brand. They only have 15 seconds for these commercials, so come on, we're gonna take a seat and we're gonna wait for our brand to show up and our models to show up. Meeting Symone was so great. I've seen her pictures on Instagram, on Hendo's page, and on other models' pages and other photographers' pages. So when you meet a person that you've seen so much of their work prior to meeting them, you don't really know what to expect. They could be a good person or they can be an ass of a person. And Symone was such a good person. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. It's great to finally meet you.
I know, likewise.
Warm smiles, warm energy, genuine soul. Inviting her on set was great. So, are you excited about this?
I'm so excited. I've been thinking about this every day. I'm like, we're gonna have models, we're gonna shoot at the beach. Like, it's gonna be so much fun, so I'm excited to check out the area.
Yeah. I want to kind of get you guys right here in the space so you can kind of see what's going on and you guys will brainstorm and get a real feel for, you know, just what the space is like, what the energy is like in the environment. So we're just waiting for the models to show up. We have 2 models, Kiara and Audri.
Nice.
I guess this was Audri and mine challenge. And before I met Symone, I had a really funny video in my head because it was supposed to be like 3 15-second commercials. So in one of the commercials, I wanted it to be funny. I wanted there to be a dog involved, and I wanted there to be like, you know, exiting. I wanted there to be like poop involved too. Just so it can be funny.
Hello. This is our brand, Divine Symmmetry. Her name is Symone.
Hi, nice to meet you. Nice.
Hey. You guys want to take a seat? Yeah, that's 55. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I brought you guys to the space so you can kind of see what it was like. I was telling Symone. Just kind of put you guys right in the environment so you kind of feel the energy. And then I'm just gonna let you guys go ahead and brainstorm. All right?
See you later. Thank you guys so much for being here today and bringing my vision to life. I appreciate it.
That's cool.
So, like, how did you start? Like, where did the idea come from?
So, great question. I actually got this idea during quarantine, as I feel a lot of new entrepreneurs did. You know, it's a time where you have a lot of time to sit at home and think.
Meeting Symone for the first time, getting a feel for her, hearing her tell us about what her brand was, how she wanted it represented.
I didn't know that I'm always wearing anklets, so like, you know, you should make a business. And I was like, you know, it's a good idea. I might give it a try. So I went ahead, did all my research, got my styles, and here we are today. And right now we're starting off with gold, 3 anklet styles. So we have the Malika anklet, Samira, and Aisha, which you ladies will be wearing for the shoot. Divine Symmmetry, I feel like that name, aside from being a play on my name, it came to me in a time where, like I said, just working from home, I kind of just needed something creative to do. It's very much being in touch with yourself and knowing what you want, because it came to me in a time when I didn't really know what I wanted.
Like a personal style kind of
Right.
thing. You have the 3 commercials. Do you have any ideas for how you want those 3 commercials to go?
Well, I do have one solid idea, and I'm hoping you ladies could give me some inspiration as well. I know for sure that I want to do a B-roll scene, so you ladies will be walking along the beach, you know, close-up of your ankles, you'll be in dresses, something beachy.
Okay.
Summer vibes. I know summer's ending, but we're gonna go out with a bang. Do you guys have any ideas?
Can the bracelets get wet?
Yes, definitely.
They'll be fine in the water.
Yes. One thing that I made sure about these anklets is that you can swim in the pool, because that's what I love to do. So I'm like, they gotta be able to laugh. Yeah, you guys could definitely get wet in it.
She was very accepting of everyone. It was just like, this is the first time I'm meeting this complete stranger, but she felt so open about whatever idea that I had and whatever idea that Audri had as well. It made us, or at least me, I can't speak for her, but it made me feel comfortable to talk to her about what ideas I had, and she was just an overall very sweet person.
I kind of like the idea of some of these 15-second commercials kind of telling a story.
I like that.
I think we wanted a variety of commercials. We wanted each commercial to be very different.
How about, sorry, I completely cut her off. I'm so sorry. How about, you know how in the TV it's like, oh my god, they went to Jared's, and oh my god,
Yes.
they went to Kay, and it's always a heterosexual couple. How about we become a little bit more inclusive and we do a same-sex couple?
I really like the way that
Giving 2021, get with it.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
We gotta change it.
I absolutely love
I came up with the idea of doing a same-sex couple, mostly because one, I am an ally, one, and two, I am a part of the LGBTQ community.
We don't see that enough, and I'm a part of the LGBTQ community as well, have been for a very long time. If my family doesn't know that, you do now.
Yes!
You've seen Karen and Steve.
Listen, we're trying to see Karen and Karen at this rate.
Karen and Karen. Okay, so I'm gonna get started on the scripts, and how about we meet back together in 3 days?
Perfect.
Awesome. I like it.
Yay! Thank you, ladies, so much.
Okay.
Woohoo, go team.
I hate shooting groups.
Today we are here with Miss Tara. She is our domestic violence advocate.
So being there for the domestic violence, I don't want to say that it hits close to home because I don't really think it pertains to me personally. I can say that it pertains to my family members and close friends, and I don't believe anybody deserves to go through what any of these women went through.
I wasn't able to make it that day of the domestic violence shoot. I would have loved to have been a part of it because I do have a story.
I'm actually really happy that I wasn't a part of the campaign because it would have probably affected me a bit too much.
We're gonna be doing a PSA for her, and this is gonna be a little different because we're actually going to have a cast and crew swap. So the crew is going to be the cast today, and the cast is going to be the crew, which is why all crew members are in t-shirts and all cast members are in regular clothes. Guys, get excited, get excited. Look
So when we switched, the cast and crew had to do each other's jobs. I thought it was really fun. I don't know anything. I'm not gonna say I don't know anything, but I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to cameras. I've had people explain to me that ISO or whatever it is that you call it, and the shutter speed and this and that. I don't get it. I don't understand. I was just there taking pictures with this gigantic camera that Kat brought, and I was like, I am going to take care of this like it is a baby turtle.
I was really excited about it, mainly just because it was something new, and it was really exciting to see the crew give up their cameras.
I will guard her with my leg. I promise.
I got the
I know what having a camera is like. I have a camera, so I mean, you don't want no. I mean, if that's your baby, they don't want to give that up.
Yes, you are next. Come on.
You gotta drop your bags. You can't go nowhere. We're here with you.
Well, I was in a domestic violence, or like an abusive relationship for years. It was going on to like 6 to 8 years. Most of my childhood was with this person, so it took a drastic like change in my life. I wasn't able to see my family. I don't want to get emotional. I wasn't able to have the friends that I wanted to have. And it was hard dealing with it every single day with someone who's abusive towards you, that constantly expects something different from you, but in reality they have anger issues themselves.
But unfortunately, I do have experience with domestic violence. My ex-husband was very abusive, physically abusive, mentally, verbally, religiously. I gave birth to my first daughter, and 3 days later he tackled me. So I don't always talk about it, but whenever I do, people are usually kind of shocked. They kind of think that certain types of women it can't happen to, or when it's like, maybe you don't fit the mold of what they're looking for. What? That happened to you? How? It's actually pretty easy to happen to anyone, even a very strong, charismatic woman.
I have been mentally and emotionally abused, and even though I have never been hit, those words and those emotions that I felt during that time still stick with me. So when a woman finally comes out and say, you know what, fuck you, I'm done, I think it's the bravest shit ever.
Anything involving domestic violence, I will always support, because I think that if somebody had told me about what I was going through before it happened, it probably wouldn't have happened. It was a lack of knowledge, and there was a certain air of naivete on my part, of just not knowing what abuse was, the different ways that it can manifest, and then what it looks like.
They say you are not good enough. You are beneath me. You are weak. That's when you look at them and say, no.
I wasn't able to do a lot of things.
That is not who I am.
I gave birth to my first daughter, and 3 days later he tackled me.
You are mistaken.
Those words and those emotions that I felt during that time still stick with me.
It is obvious that you do not know who I am. I am powerful. I am worthy. I am loved. I am gifted. I am smart. I am a survivor, and I am unstoppable.
I wish I would have listened to people back then that told me like, hey, you need to get out of your situation, or hey, reach out to somebody the best you could. And it is difficult to talk to people because you don't want to talk about that. It's embarrassing to have to go through something like that, and it's embarrassing to talk to people about those certain situations. But I really suggest talking to a close friend or a family member, even someone that you could reach out to outside, like shelters and stuff like that. I know I reached out to the LGBT community, and a lot of them supported me, and I had a friend who helped me get out of my situation that I thought I was never gonna be able to get out of, due to the fact that I was going to be homeless, but it was a situation that I seriously, drastically needed to get out of. And I'm glad I did, because I'm stronger, I'm better, and I'm in a spot where I thought I'd never be because that person tore me down completely. But I highly suggest reaching out to somebody that you know you can open up to.